All right, we have some news coming in from Delhi. FTII students are protesting in the national capital. The students are protesting against the FTII chief, Gajendra Chauhan. They've been claiming for the last 2.5 weeks that he is a political appointee. Now, what we are being told is that the FTII students delegation is in Delhi as we speak, and they are holding protests against the appointment of Gajendra Chauhan as the FTII chief. They claim that this is a political appointment. Gajendra Chauhan till now has come out in his defense saying, give me time to prove myself. This is not a political appointment, but that's the latest coming out of the capital. There are protests on in Delhi over the appointment of Gajendra Chauhan. We have Pankaj Khelkar joining me on the phone line. Pankaj, there is no end to this deadlock between the students and Gajendra Chauhan over his appointment till now.
See, today was the day for discussion, and we had officially called students to the capital, and now a delegation of 10 people, 3 students from the present batch and 7 alumni have reached Delhi, and they will be with the IND Ministry secretaries discussing, and the main point to be discussed is the appointment of Gajendra and other 5 people whose credentials have been questioned by the students as the present as well as the alumni. All they are saying is, how can a person who doesn't have any credential, who doesn't have his contribution to the Indian cinema has been questioned, how can he lead the students? That's the main question, and the process through which this appointment of governing council of FTII has been constituted.
Also, Pankaj, there are a lot of ex-FTII students who've also come out and spoken over this entire controversy. It seems that the students from the past are completely divided over this appointment.
See, there might be division, but the majority of them are saying that the point to be considered is the credential and how a person who has just acted in few of the serials and few pictures to lead the show, be a chairman of such a prestigious institute which is known throughout the world for the students, for the filmmakers that it has produced. So these are the main questions: appointment of Gajendra, how the process through which this body is constituted, and apart from this, national recognition to this institute.
Do stay with me, Pankaj. I also have Simi Pasha join me on the phone line from Delhi. Simi, we believe there are protests being held by the FTII students, a delegation here to speak with the IND Ministry over this issue. Just take us through the details.
Right, Vedika. So over the last couple of weeks, we've been seeing massive protests in Pune with FTII students coming out in the streets and staging protests against the appointment of Gajendra Singh as the chief of the FTII, the director of the FTII. They've also refused to attend classes. Today, what's happening is that a group of alumni and students of FTII have come to the national capital to hold a meeting with the joint secretary of the IND Ministry. Earlier, we were told that a meeting had been scheduled, or actually they wanted to meet the minister, but the minister, Rajyavardhan Rathore, is not in the country. So right now, even as we speak, there's a meeting going on, and we're being told that after the meeting is over, they will be sharing details with the press. Of course, the group holds, this delegation hopes that there will be some concrete results, because they're saying that they're losing precious time of their academic year, considering the students have refused to attend classes as well. And you can't really have a situation where a prestigious institute like the FTII is not functioning for almost 2 to 3 weeks.
Yes, and Simi, what has Gajendra Chauhan's latest defense on this entire controversy been?
Well, Vedika, Gajendra Chauhan doesn't really have a defense. He's been appointed by the central government, and that's because he's seen as somebody who's close to the Prime Minister or the BJP top brass. So he's been appointed. Basically, students and faculty and alumni of FTII feel that he doesn't really have the credentials required to occupy that kind of post, because FTII is an institute which has produced some of the finest actors and technicians who work in the film industry in India and abroad. Now, they claim that an institute which is so prestigious and has such talented people who are passing out of this institute, this Gajendra Chauhan doesn't really have the qualifications required to occupy that post, which is why they've been opposing his appointment.
All right, Simi Pasha, thanks for joining us on that story emerging from the national capital. FTII delegation is in New Delhi, and as we speak, they are protesting against the appointment of Gajendra Chauhan as the FTII chief.